Hi, my name is Adrianna Gugliotti, and this is my persuasive speech on making college education free in the United States. Thousands of dollars in debt, and still no degree. There is a reason that I am 32 years old and still trying to graduate with a bachelor's degree. I started this journey at 18 years old. Neither of my parents graduated from college, making them ill-equipped to start me on my college journey. As a result, I worked very hard at my restaurant jobs throughout college to pay for the cost of being a student. These jobs required late nights and long hours. Eventually, I dropped out, wondering if a degree was even worth it. I needed to pay off some loan debt and reevaluate. In an article called The Value of a College Degree in Eric Digest, each year it is estimated about 600,000 students leave four-year colleges without a degree. They end up making less than those with a two-year associate's degree and may have more education. The worst part is, they have loads of student debt to now pay. In an article from The Nation magazine called Aiming Higher, Making College Tuition Free, 2/3 of college seniors now graduate with an average of $29,000 in student loan debt, and this was in 2015. It has only escalated from there. How will these graduates stimulate our failing economy with all that debt, if they even graduate? An education is a human right and a necessity in the society that we live in. By only allowing those of means access to higher education, it has become a commodity. This makes the pursuit of the American dream only a reality for some, not all. A college education must be made available to all students for free in this country. There is no better use of tax money than to enrich its citizens, provide for its successful functioning, and prepare for its future. Remembering back to elections, Bernie Sanders, in his campaign, proposed a plan where federal governments would provide free college education on a need basis. It would also cover costs other than just tuition, making college accessible to students from low-income families. Bernie was not elected, however. Donald Trump was, and he has no plan for lowering the financial burden on college students. In lieu of federal funding, state governments can step in and come up with their own individual plans tailored to that state. There is much to be gained by the states in doing this. These initiatives can stipulate a grade point average that must be maintained, as well as working in the state after graduation to help their economy build. New York, under Governor Andrew Cuomo, has already put such an initiative into action. The Excelsior College program helps provide tuition-free college to New York residents and will begin in 2018. Diverse Magazine reports that it is not a perfect plan, but author Jamal Abdul Aleem explains, what is exciting is that it is a first step, a positive step in the direction of eliminating cost as a barrier to success and access. The Excelsior program can serve as a model for other states as far as stipulations, applications, and affordability. Although these are amazing first steps, I would argue that we need to go further in making college affordable for all. 5 other states, Arkansas, Minnesota, Oregon, Rhode Island, and Tennessee, have offered free community and technical programs. These again are great strides, but it is apparent that the value of a 4-year education is well worth the investment by the states. In 2014, Tennessee passed their 2-year technical or associate's degree for free program. The plan came from Republicans who thought it was surprisingly a good idea and made sense. It shows that providing free education by state governments is attainable. So why not even the playing field and offer the 4-year degree? Education is the great equalizer, and there will be no equality in education if education remains a commodity in any capacity. It seems like the biggest barrier to making free college a reality is the belief that it is not within state budget means to provide free higher education. This is simply not true. It was not long ago that public universities like the University of California were free, along with other state schools. This was only 50 years ago. Now the prices have skyrocketed. Looking at other countries like Denmark, Sweden, Finland, and even France, they offer free college tuition to low-income families, and families with higher incomes go for about $200 a year. Can we ask ourselves, how are we so much different? Germany is an excellent model for the United States. The Nation article from 2015 shows them having the 4th largest economy in the world. Their students and citizens protested until a change was made by state governments. They put into office officials who would support this movement and remove those who did not. The amount of money we already spend in the U.S. on financial aid could be better spent on accessibility and equality of access. I know what you may be thinking. Using taxpayer money to provide free college education may seem like an unfair burden on society. The reality is that the social benefits and stimulation to the economy far outweigh the costs. If having a college degree allows higher earning than simply having a high school diploma, that money can be put back into that state's economy. The more college graduates, the less citizens are on government assistance programs. This means paying less to incarcerate criminals who end up on the streets with no education instead of contributing to their societies. Eric Digest reports, college grads show higher levels of savings, increased personal and professional mobility, improved quality of life for their offspring, and better consumer decision-making. Socially, attending college produces less prejudiced citizens who know more about the world. Our state tax money can create a better society instead of paying for the outcomes of an uneducated population. A working society needs educated people. Look at the world. Look at the facts. Successful countries are finding ways to educate their populations while we are stuck in our financial crisis. We work hard for our money, and tax dollars are a hot button issue. What if there were a way to get to the root of the issues that are sucking up our tax dollars instead of addressing the symptoms? Let us treat the disease. It is not only doable, it is imperative. Educated people make better decisions and contribute to their society. In the state our country is in, that our economy is in, we need all the educated citizens we can get. Education should not be a commodity, but a right for all citizens pursuing the American dream. Thank you.